If you've been in the Warrior Cats fandom for a bit, you may have heard of people complaining about traveling books. Traveling books are despised by most fans and considered to be filler. Most fans say that they don't even buy traveling books. But what are traveling books and why are they made? And how many traveling books are really in Warrior Cats? Before we get started, if you're new to this channel, please think about subscribing. I regularly post both Wings of Fire and Warrior Cats content, so you'll never be bored. And to my current subscribers, thank you so much for supporting me. I wouldn't have gotten here without y'all. Let's start with the origin of the traveling books, the New Prophecy. While the second arc of Warrior Cats is not considered to have any traveling books, it is the root cause of traveling books. In the New Prophecy, a group of 6 prophesized cats set out in search of a new territory, after humans begin to destroy their old one. Through this journey, they travel roughly 100 miles according to the Aarons, across human cities, mountains, and eventually to the sea. On their way back, they encounter the tribe, who will become a vital part of what a traveling book is. The tribe is a group of cats who live in a cave and have one leader, who also serves as its healer and spiritual medium. They are very different to the clans, and very unique in the world that they live in. In the arc after the New Prophecy, the clan cats return once more to the tribe to help solve a problem that they've been having with cats invading their territory. The clan cats provide a simple solution: mark your borders and just say no to trespassing. In the next arc, they go to the tribe once again. This time, it's because they don't have a clear line of succession after Stoneteller, their leader, passes away. The clan cats help them find a new leader and then return home. Within these arcs, one of the main characters, Jay Feather, travels back in time. There, he observes and helps in founding the tribe. The tribe took up a lot of time in the 2 arcs, despite being a long way away from the clans. Because of that, it seemed like the Aarons were building up to something, like them possibly coming to assist in the final battle between the Dark Force and the Star Clan. Despite that, they end up doing nothing. Though the tribe of Endless Hunting did appear, the tribe itself, the Living Cats, did not. Traveling books are often called filler, and most traveling books are considered to be filler. Filler is a word for something that fills up pages pretty much and amounts to be pointless. All of the traveling books are considered to be pointless to the events within them, never being mentioned again or relevant in the main plot. According to most, 70% of the book is spent traveling, 20% of the book is spent actually in the place where they were traveling to, and 10% is where they came from or where they returned to. Or at least that's what people like to say. People often complain that traveling books take up too much space in the series. So I decided to see just how much space traveling books take up by finding the number of traveling books total in Warrior Cats. So how do you define a traveling book? I made a checklist. Number 1, the book obviously has some sort of traveling in it. 2, the cats in the book likely meet the tribe. 3, if in an arc, usually the journeying party either has siblings or a romantic pairing. 4, the journey has no implication on the broader plot. If anything relating to the broader plot happens in the book, it is unrelated to the journey, such as J-Paw telling his siblings that they are in the prophecy. 5, cats who went on the journey often do not talk about it ever again, and any groups that show up never show up again in the main plot. Just a note that not everything on here is weighted equally, and the list is obviously very subjective. Here's a list of what I consider to be traveling books out of the main book series: Outcast, Sunrise, Sign of the Moon, Silent Thaw, Shadow, and possibly Thunder depending on how the arc ends. Here are some novellas and super editions which fit the definition of a traveling book. Tiger Star and Sasha, where Sasha goes to the ocean and returns back to the territories without having learned much. Tiger Heart Shadow. Though Spiresight does return, he isn't that important and the book otherwise fits most criteria. Hawkwing's Journey, they just wandered around aimlessly. Pebbleshine's Kits, where she traveled with Kits and then died. Nothing that happens during that time is ever important ever again. Tawny Pelt's Clan, where they go to the tribe, meet the tribe, and then return. Lastly, there's Greystripe's Vow. I expected Warrior Clan to be relevant this arc, but I was wrong, so it goes on the list. In total, traveling books make up around 13% of the main series books, and 14% of books total. That was much less than I was expecting. Despite not taking up too much in the series, everyone still hates traveling books. But if everyone hates traveling books, why do the Aarons keep making them? And why do they take up so much space even if the errands had to make them? First of all, they obviously are meant to fill up space. Whenever you run out of ideas, just have them travel somewhere to fill that space up, with the traveling itself and the groups that they meet. Secondly, the errands include traveling books to try out new ideas that cannot be encountered in the clans. The sisters are an example, as a tribe of Amazons would not fit in besides the lake. The cats at a park with their relaxed ways wouldn't either, and Warrior Clan is the result of the clans moving in the first place. The third reason, and final reason, that the errands do traveling books is to reveal something about a character. Putting a character in unknown circumstances to them, or somewhere where they are out of their elements, reveals a lot about their inner self. You never know someone until they are confronted with something they can't overcome right off the bat. But, traveling books aren't all that bad. Traveling books help to flesh out the world and the groups within it, like the Guardians, the Cats at a Park, and even the Tribe. While I wish that these groups would interfere with the main plot more, or have some books on the groups themselves instead of only being shown them through the eyes of the clan cats, I still find the glimpses of them we see in the super editions nice. Maybe it's not the destination that matters, that being ultimately back to the clans once more. Only one main character, Pine Star, has ever succeeded in escaping the clans and dying outside of them. So if the destination is not important, then what is important? Maybe the journey, the cats we meet along the way, the unique power structures that emerge in such a unique world. However, that won't stop me from being annoyed when a book I purchase is 90% filler. Do the errands know how much books cost these days? Anyways, those were all my thoughts on traveling books. Are there any books I mentioned or didn't mention that you do or don't consider to be a traveling book? Do you think they are overrepresented in series, or that they are bad or not bad? Comment down below. If you like this video, feel free to subscribe. I make Wings of Fire and Warrior Cats videos pretty often, and your support would mean a lot to me. And to those who've already subscribed, thank you for your continued support. I wouldn't have gotten here without y'all. Peace, Rogan out.